Hello, hi. Welcome to the episode 4 of APGI Podcast Series. Yeah, you must be wondering why I'm sitting here and why Ketan is not, right? So, yeah, we decided to take over the baton and I'm now continuing with this podcast for this episode at least. Today with me we have Rahul Shah. He is a seasoned professional with 24 years of IT experience and he helps his customers gain the business value using the agile methodology. He helps Scrum Masters to gain 10x improvement and all other organizations in all their initiatives as well. So, Rahul, how are you today?
Hey Deepti, thanks for the introduction. I'm doing better than missed.
Great.
And so nice of you to see you at my home today.
Yeah, definitely. This is a wonderful opportunity for me as well. So, Rahul, I know your APJ journey from my lens. I have seen you participating in the conference. Later, you started speaking in the conference, and since last few years, you have been volunteering as well. So, can you help us with your APJ journey, like how it has been and some key moments?
Yeah, sure. I think around 8-9 years back, it was a time for meetups. So many meetups were happening in it at that point of time. And then one of the meetup, I met Vijay and Manju. And I really felt that this is the place I want to be. Because it was not about profit or anything. It was about learning and networking. And that really struck me. So I joined the conference the next year itself. And then I said, what about volunteering? And it was open. And the best part is when you volunteer, you learn so many things. So that was a wonderful opportunity. And then, APGI promotes actually people who are very new to be a speaker. And that's wonderful. And I tell you something very interesting, the name APGI. When I joined 2016, I think the name was different. But in one of the meetup, there were around 50 plus participants were there. And then we said, okay, we want to give it a new name. And then there were 4 options. One, the existing name, and there were few other options. And we combined, we decided that APGI would be the new name. That's the beauty of APGI. It's an amazing thing. So, why I love APGI, let me tell you. One, you get the opportunity to network with people. You learn from new people. Like we met last year only, right? And then we have a good bond. We learn from each other. We interact. That's so amazing thing. Second thing is innovation. If you look at the last APGI conference, it was Agile Sphere where I participated. And then there was Author Katta, Entrepreneurship Katta. Something unique. And this time, AI Gati and this podcast. So innovation is the key. And then whereas you get to learn from thought leaders and interact for 2 full days. So wonderful opportunity which APGI provides.
Right, yeah, by the community for the community.
Very true.
That's very nice that you said. So, on that note, right, like you mentioned about you had participated in the AI sphere and then the AI Gati this time
Agile
as well,
Sphere
right?
and then AI Gati this time.
Right. So, can you give us more insights around, like, what were you able to learn out of all those initiatives?
Yeah, I still remember. We were volunteered and we were a volunteer meeting one Saturday, and then Ketan shared that okay, we will be doing Agile Sphere this time, and everybody was like, what it is? Can you share more details? And then he shared the details, and everybody was amazed. And let me tell you very frankly, Ketan was not so confident at that point of time that whether we should be doing or not doing and other stuff. And everybody encouraged, including me, that this is a wonderful opportunity and like innovative idea. We must go through this one. And then on the day, he had prepared everything. Obviously, it's a team effort, but I think he took a lead there. And then there were lawyers and doctors and then firemen and everything. And then the people were really willing to come to that session. I saw some people, they said, okay, I'm not attending the sessions which were going on, but I really want to see that what is Agile Sphere and I want to learn something new. That was amazing experience I had with Agile Sphere last year.
That's really great to know, Rahul. On that note, you must have attended a lot of other conferences as well. What do you think is a differentiator factor between APJ and the other conferences that you have attended?
Let me tell you fact that APGI is priority for me. So very few other conferences I have attended. But why APGI and why I love APGI? I would say few things, at least three things. One is about the innovation. There are new things every time. All volunteers are volunteers. So they are not being paid, but the interesting thing is they also pay for the conference. Whereas do you see this one? This is the beauty of APGI. Second thing is about networking. You learn from people. You make good friends. And then I tell you that I work as a consultant and I got a couple of opportunities from the network itself. So that's an amazing thing. And third thing I would say is learning with fun. Right? The fun you have as a volunteer is wonderful. I still remember the day before the conference, right? Any project, right? We also run this as a project and then last minute changes and modifications and then time availability, somebody is not available and so many things happen. And this is a real fun. You get to meet people, you get to interact with them. So I think APGI from the learning aspect, from the fun aspects, from the volunteering aspect and the networking aspect, I love it. So I always recommend APGI. Again, other conferences, I'm not that much interested, very frankly.
So you mentioned about the volunteering, right? And I was browsing through some lines about volunteers for this podcast itself. And one line that hit me was what you mentioned as well. No pay, no fame, just a passion to share. Volunteers make it happen beyond compare. So this is what you exactly just briefed right now. Okay, so
And on that note, I would like to say one thing. That this is what I am saying right now. But if you are watching this and if you have not registered yet, I encourage that you register for the conference and see yourself that what's happening there. That's beyond. I won't be able to tell everything. Good है ना, वो तो चखना पड़ेगा. Then only you will understand कि क्या मजा है. What I share may not be that impactful.
Right. हाँ, यानी लड्डू चखना पड़ेगा.
वही बात है.
Correct. This time we have this AI tech agility as a theme, right? So, do you want to give us insights on how AI is transforming into the automation era, right? Like your day-to-day work and AI.
Yeah, AI and Agile, we cannot separate right now. That's the case. And then it can do so many things apart from automation as well. Like it's a silent observer providing golden nuggets in some of the Scrum events and other stuff. It's much better than somebody who has to say something in every meeting, but those things are not useful. So from that perspective, it is much better. But let me tell you, from the data-driven perspective, data-driven decisions perspective, it's very helpful. Another, apart from automation, you can use it for brainstorming ideas. Like our mind has some limitations. If there are more minds, certainly better. But if I want to know something, then the brainstorming, the new ideas it can generate, amazing. Right? So data-driven decisions, brainstorming, and then identifying patterns. It can tell you. From the risk perspective, you can use AI as well. So those are some of the things I would say apart from automation you can use AI for.
You touched upon the risk aspect, right? So, what do you think is the risk involved in having AI as a partner, right?
Very good question, Deepti. Yeah. Yeah, there is inherent risk. Like in the recent one of the conferences, Modi ji talked about the biases, right?
Right.
That you ask AI something and then it won't be able to do it. That is, I think, the most important aspect, the biases. Let me give you another example. You just tell AI that I am overloaded. I won't be able to do all the things. And then my manager and they are pressurizing that, okay, you must do everything. And you tell AI that provide solution. And then it will provide list of options and strategies and insights and everything. If you go to your good friend and tell them that this is my situation, what should I do? Your friend can give one word answer. Tell them no. Which AI won't tell you. Right? This is the risk. AI believes that I must answer, that's why I exist. That's not what we want. Like when we talk about automation, right? It's like a very enthusiastic person, a team member. Let's automate everything. You want to order coffee, बोले वो भी automate कर दो. I don't need यार.
हाँ, मुझे याद है आपने लास्ट टाइम इमोशनल क्वेश्चन पे ही बात करी थी द कॉन्फ्रेंस. सो या आई नाउ गेट वेयर यू आर गोइंग. It's more
See,
about
you need a human being, right?
Correct.
Who can understand, you can read between the lines.
Right.
See, you might be smiling, but you are going through pain. AI won't understand.
Correct.
Those are the context is missing there, right? So there is inherent risk as well. And sometimes AI might provide you n number of data points, but our gut feeling and intuition says no, we don't want to go for it.
Absolutely.
That's also possible.
Absolutely, yeah. Or Rahul, you said right in your organizations you are helping a lot of people in their journey. What do you think the organizations are facing challenges in adopting AI? So have you seen that yourself or in your journey, right?
अरे भाई मैं AI लेकर आऊंगा तो मेरी जॉब का क्या होगा? That's the fear. The first thing is about fear.
Right.
People are reluctant to change. They have a second thing is legacy mindset. They don't want to change. They said, hey, what will happen? Let me see how it's helpful and other stuff. And the third thing, we know that a fool with a tool is still a fool. So we have a BIGO, right? Better input, better output. Rather than GIGO, I would say better input. We talk about positivity, right? So even if AI is given to people, the team, but if they are not able to utilize it properly, then there is an inherent risk. I think the bias is because all type of data. I think the day before yesterday I was working on preparing some module for burn down chart, and then I provided some data and said that generate the burn down chart. It generated wrong data, wrong chart. I said you are wrong. Oh yeah, sorry, I made mistakes. This is the correct one. So today, I think yesterday only I was doing this one. So it can make mistakes. Now if we say that everything is right, whatever AI is providing, very big risk, right?
Right.
So let AI provide the data points. The final decision should be with human beings.
Right. So I mean, whatever you just said is like making AI as a team member rather than just relying on the AI, right? Like that's where I think you're going. So if you can, talk about how do you think you can treat AI as a team member in the way of working, right? Like
अच्छा ये AI टीम मेंबर रहेगा तो देखो वो कंप्लेन नहीं करता, सैलरी हाइक नहीं मांगता, जो बजट रहेगा अप्रेजल का उसके पास नहीं जाएगा. So good from that perspective की AI. But see, you also have to look from different aspects here. That AI can be team member. It can help us do automated tasks, right? There are repetitive tasks which it can automate. Certainly, that would be the case. However, AI team member is very actually. वो सैलरी मांगता नहीं है, अप्रेजल के लिए जो बजट है वो उसमें नहीं आ रहा है, पर चल जाएगा. AI as a team member, I certainly would go for it. वो कंप्लेन करता नहीं है, सैलरी मांगता नहीं है, इंक्रीमेंट मांगता नहीं है, और अप्रेजल की जो बजट जो रहता है उसमें भी भाग नहीं लेता है. So certainly you should go for AI as a team member. But there are something we have to figure it out as well. See, if there are some repetitive tasks, AI can automate. It can help. It can help in productivity improvement. But the final decision has to be with the people. And I tell you, say AI is there. If we use a team member, it should also understand that coffee break is a non-negotiable AI agile event.
right.
So if it doesn't understand, it would be a problem.
Right. Coffee तो चाहिए. अभी राहुल, let's come back to the volunteering, APGI volunteering है ना. तो if you can share some backstage moment from your past conference experience, कुछ जैसे that you are still like holding back. अरे ये तो मस्त मजा आया.
I haven't thought about it. So.
Right.
Yeah, so last year itself, what happened that this is a funny incident. We had ordered t-shirts for each and every participant,
Right.
and I was there in the front desk only. And then I was helping them for the registration and everything. And what happened? They said, "Okay, give me L size t-shirt and then XL and other stuff." I said, "I'm there to do everything." But the funny part was, I was not the one who had ordered and everything.
Right.
So I was not knowing about the size and everything. And there were some issues that they said, no, somebody came and he said, "No, we had ordered L, but they have mistakenly printed M. So give it, whoever requests L, give them M." And then we started giving them M. And some of them say, "Hey, this is M, but actually my size is L." I said, "No, this is rightly, perfectly fit you." And then later on we came to know, no, there was another bunch of t-shirts which were lying around, and that was actually the one we had to give.
Right.
So what to do with the t-shirts we already gave them,
Right.
which was a mismatch in size. I said, let it be, let them try out. If they come back, good. Otherwise, we believe that it fits them well. So that was a funny part. But yeah, if the better communication is there, it would be more appropriate, but it was fun.
Yeah, definitely. Like handling the chaos at the last minute, right? Running around, making sure things are working. Still, we know that there are still issues around. Absolutely, it's a very very difficult task to do at that last minute. Okay. Now about the theme AI Tech Agility, right? What are your thoughts around that? Like that you said, right? Like APGI rebranded itself few years back, 2016-17.
True.
Now we are moving to AI Tech Agility, right? So what are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, it's a wonderful and the appropriate topic that has been selected by APGI. I again would say that this is a team decision. But you see, there are so many questions. Some of the questions which you asked me today, many would have such similar questions, right? All the thought leaders or the directors and the CEOs, they also would be thinking whether we should take AI as a team member, whether AI can replace the coaches.
Correct.
So from where do you get the answers? I shared my perspective. But what is happening in the market? What is happening in the innovation part? You have to be present in the APGI conference. So it's not just about the AI part, but how do you blend the AI and Agile together and still we focus on the customer satisfaction and delivering the best possible value? You have to visit this one. It's not just about AI and innovation, but it's about from the metrics part as well. You look at it, the mindset aspect. It's about like relearning your Agile as well in today's era, and also talk about how AI can be beneficial in helping the customers. So that's what this conference is all about.
Absolutely. Now, on that, right? Like with all your so much passion that you have been sharing with us, like every time when the word you are calling APGI, you are like jumping and calling out that. So I see the passion that you have for the APGI community. Do you have any quote that you can think of when you think of this APGI of volunteering and the community?
I think the APGI, the way it works is give your best, perform the best, and help others become the best.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's what I think the focus is on it. And then doing it from the volunteering perspective, it's amazing. I have not seen anybody doing this. So I think the focus in being the best and helping become others the best.
Thank you so much, Rahul, for being here today. And
Yeah, it's
wish you
my
all the
pleasure.
best. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you in APGI conference.
Yes. See you all in APGI on 21st and 22nd March 2025.
If you have not yet registered, what you are waiting for? Do join us.
Thank you so much, Rahul, for being here today and participating in this podcast series. Now, this APJ RSG, right? That's coming on 21st, 22nd March. Uh, what are your thoughts, right? Like, how many people are you going to get?
Oh, wonderful. Thanks for coming here. It's my pleasure as well. And yeah, this year and the last year as well, it was a Regional Scrum Gathering 2025 happening in Pune. I think the biggest event in probably India. And I would say that this is the best opportunity to participate and join and get the thrill of being physically present there. So, what are you waiting for? If you have not yet registered for the conference, go to apgionline.com and register, and let's meet there.
21st and 22nd March 2025, APJ RSG 25. See you there.
Bye bye.